All right. Hey everybody. Today I am going to be talking about EdModo. And I thought rather than necessarily going through a PowerPoint that just says everything, I would show you around and kind of show you what EdModo is all about. So I've got two different profiles here. I've got my student, which is Janine Copeland, which happens to be my middle name. And then you've got my big teacher profile, which is Miss Copeland or Patricia Copeland. So what is EdModo? EdModo is basically like um, social media for your class. You've kind of got a big class social media presence, and I think that it is really cool. There's like a million things you can do with EdModo, but I thought I'd start out with some kind of basic pros and cons of EdModo. Some obvious pros are that it's really extensive. One pro is it is 100% free. I have been combing through this website and I have found absolutely nothing that is paid. Everything is completely free. You can do everything on EdModo. You can do grades, you can do quizzes, you can do all sorts of different things throughout EdModo. Um, so yeah, there's all sorts of things you can do. You'll get to kind of see. One of the downsides of Edmodo is it might kind of, if your school district already uses something like Canvas or Google Classroom or Moodle, there's a chance that it'll kind of conflict with that system because everything is also on Edmodo. But if you can get your classroom to use Edmodo, I think that this is just a really, really, really cool resource. So I'm going to kind of just show you around, show you what you can do on Edmodo, and kind of talk a little bit more about it. So here we've got Edmodo. We can have student and teacher. Today, when I did my technology presentation, I did some stuff with the teacher, with the people in my class, and I was kind of their teacher. It seems like you can have like an unlimited class sign. You can have multiple classes. So like if you're a secondary teacher or if you're like a high ability teacher or music teacher, I could, if for some reason I needed to, I could say like special education, and then I would have my own class. But let's take a look at what's going on here. Let's see. I'm a teacher, or I'm a student. Sorry, and let me look at my messages. All of a sudden, my teacher sent me a message. Don't forget, your quiz is due soon. Okay, I've got a quiz. Let's see how an Edmodo quiz would work. Now, I made this really, really quickly, but you can make a really in-depth quiz, and I can take you into that portal if we have time. But let's see. This quiz is for my whole class. It's due tomorrow night. Let's take a look at it. So, first of all, what is technology? Computers are okay. So I can just, this is just a typical multiple choice. It's going to automatically grade it. True or false? Miss Copeland does not like you. That's false because Miss Copeland loves everybody, obviously. And then here's something really cool. We can have a matching, like a drag and drop. So how do you use these technologies? Use your computer with a mouse, which I don't have, obviously, because it's being annoying. A tablet, you would use a finger. An iPhone, you'd use a stylus or something like that. Obviously, this is not a real quiz. Submit it. Yes. And then all of a sudden, I can see, okay, I got 11 out of 11 points. There were 11 points. And I can go now. I can see my grade in the class. Progress. Go ahead and I can see, wow, I have 100% in this class. I got 100% on my EdPed quiz or my technology quiz. Now let's see, what if I don't necessarily get 100% on a quiz? What'll it show me? Am I going to go see Beauty and the Beast? No, I think it's terrible. No, I can't. I'm in it, so I can't go see it. Which of these? I don't know. It's like 8 a.m. All right, so let's say I get these questions wrong, obviously, because those are the wrong answers. I can review. I can see, Oh, let's see. So I do, you do, we do, I do, we do, you do. That's gradual release of responsibility. Here, obviously, yes, you should go see Beauty and the Beast. Although it already happened. I made this a little bit before. Um, so now when I go into my progress, I can see here's my grade, and I can see here's why there's 15 total. And I got that many. So yeah, if I were to have some sort of an assignment that was a worksheet that I did online, I could have that in my backpack. I could have all of that going on. But now let's take a look at student or teacher to student. So if I'm looking at my class here, my Miss Copeland's class, let's say, hey, you know what? I really want to do a good start to the day. So the way I'm going to start my day is with a wellness check. This is really, really cool. I just click on here. I can post a wellness check. How are you feeling? I could do this as a regular part of the day. Every day, my students know they come in and they do a wellness check. I think that this is a really awesome tool. So I posted my wellness check. Now let me head in as Janine, and I can see I have this feed that updates. You might have to refresh it, but in general, it updates pretty quickly. And all of a sudden, well, look at that. I can say, I'm great. And then I can see as a teacher how my whole class is doing. I can also write comments. So I can say, you know, I'm doing great because I saw Beauty and the Beast. It was good. You know, there we go. And now, you know, if I'm the teacher, I can go in, I can take a look at my wellness check. And again, I'm going to have to refresh it just because I'm going so fast. But in general, as a teacher, I'll be able to see these things. Look, oh, Janine is doing great because she saw Beauty and the Beast and it was good. You can see the wellness check that I did today with my class. To kind of see how they were doing. They did not do it, but they could have. So that's something that I can do. I can also just kind of start, I can do any sort of like, I can put things in from my files and I can just post that in the feed. You know, here's your assignment, put it in the feed. So that is really cool. Oh, I'm not a teacher right now. Why am I not a teacher? For some reason, it decided that I was going to be a student when I was a teacher. That is really odd. Okay, well, sorry about this. This will take 5 seconds. Don't know why I did that. Okay. Now I'm a teacher again. Not 100% sure why that happened. But now I can see the wellness check from before. You can kind of see, okay, nobody's struggling today. We don't necessarily need to go into that. I can post all sorts of things. I can post things to other teachers, or I can post things to my class. So here I'm kind of at a bigger portal where I can talk to other teachers. I can say, you know, if I'm friends with other teachers in my building, I can say, hey, other teachers, any fun science ideas? And I can, these are from the teachers in my building. Ta-da! Hey, other teachers, any fun science ideas? And they can see that in their feed. Obviously, I'm not friends with any teachers on this account, but if I was, I totally could do that. There's all sorts of resources I can use. So I can look at over 1,000 teachers have used this program on racial justice. And look at that. Look at all of these amazing free resources that I can use and just give right to my students. I can say, look at this this has got elementary school stuff. Share this resource. Share it to my class. Miss Copeland's class. I could also send it just to a group. I haven't shown that yet, but let's say I want the high ability to group to look at this. Send it to, please watch this video post Probably shouldn't have done that because I'm not in the high ability group. But if I was, it would show up on my feed, something from another teacher. Totally, totally cool. Now, let's go back into my class. I can see how my entire class is doing. So I've got my members. You can see I've got 6 students, and I can kind of see how they're doing on there. I've got a badge for her, but I can see everything that she's been posting with each other. I can see her grade. I can go back. I can see, like, let's take a look at Caitlin, how she's doing. I can see Caitlin, she's got 100% in the class. And I can kind of see where everything is at. And I can also give people badges. So let's say I want to give Caitlin a badge. I think Caitlin is a good citizen. Award her a badge. Now it'll show up where Caitlin is, that she has a good citizen badge. I can also revoke her badge if she decided to throw something at somebody else. She's no longer a good citizen. No more badge for you. You can also create brand new badges. I think this is really cool. So let's say in this specific class, I think there should be something called the dolphin badge. I don't really know what it does, but I'm really, maybe the dolphin badge is for having a positive attitude like a dolphin frolicking in the waves. I think I spelled frolicking wrong, but you guys get it. So I could put like an image of a dolphin. I'm not going to do that, but ta-da, now there's it. Did I just cancel the badge? I may have just canceled the badge, but you can see there would have been a new badge that I could have awarded. She could have gotten the dolphin badge. And so you can kind of work together with your students and say, what are some kind of badges that you guys would like? What sorts of things would interest you? So we're going to keep going because there's like a bajillion things we can do, and I'm not even close to done yet. Let's look at the calendar feature. There are all sorts of things you can do with a calendar. You can add big events. So here we've got, a big event. This is something that you guys all have to do. Make sure you share it to your class. It's for my class. This is a big event. Before I'd had Beauty and the Beast, but obviously that's ended. So we could have an event for like, I don't know, a luncheon. Bring your own food. And that's going to be tonight at 10 p.m. I can create it. And now everyone in Miss Copeland's class, including Janine, when she goes to her calendar, she's going to see, there is a luncheon today. And I need to bring my own food to share. And it's in 15 minutes. How exciting. But there are even more things I can add as a teacher. I can also add events that are just for me. So if I need to remember, I need to grade assignments tonight at 3 in the morning. Maybe not 3 in the morning, 11:30 at night. I don't have to share it to anybody. I don't have to send this to anybody, no one in my class, no one in my group. There's the event, and now it's on my own personal calendar. So when I look at my calendar, I can have my own personal calendar. I can have everybody's calendar. Everything is all in one space. I don't need to have, this is my calendar where I've got my stuff to do and my dentist appointments, and then you can also put like, hey, I need to remember, maybe Caitlin has a dentist appointment tomorrow morning. Not everyone has to know that, but Caitlin sure can. And I can even add a reminder for Caitlin. Don't forget, it'll just show up 10 minutes before. Get your things ready for your appointment. And that could be tomorrow morning, obviously. At 8 a.m. And then it's going to show up just for me and just for Caitlin on her timeline. Another really cool thing you can do is you can add your agenda for the day. So, we could say it's our agenda for the day. What are we doing today? We start out with morning work. Then what else could we do? What happens next? Then reading block. Here I can add an assignment for reading block from my library or just from on my computer. Music class, lunch. You get to sing right before lunch. Don't sing after lunch. That's a terrible idea. Never sing after lunch. And then after that, we have math block. And then cleanup time. Obviously, this is a very broad idea, but then I send this to my whole class, and they can see their agenda right there. So they know exactly when everything is, what the order, because you know how everyone's like, hey, what's going on? Now they know. So that is what that is all about. Let's continue. This is so exciting. Okay. There's even more I can do within my class. I can create a group, and this could be a group of teachers. So I could say, I want all of the third grade teachers in my building. It's all going to be one group. You know, maybe even the third grade special education teachers, if that's who you are. But if we're looking more at classroom management, we can create, so I already created a high ability group today, but I could also create, the barbershop quartet group. And within this group, well, we're going to need 4 people. Whoops. Let's add some people. So Janine, she's part of it. Sarah, and we need some bass, and then I'll be in it too. Why not? So now we have the barbershop quartet, 4 people. Wonderful. And I can post an assignment. Watch the Music Man. I don't know. And so now, if you're in the barbershop quartet group, I can see right here as my student self that I was added to the barbershop quartet group. And I can see a lot of things, but I cannot see that yet. Well, let me refresh. And there, now I can see I'm a part of the barbershop quartet group, and I need to watch the Music Man. And I can go into the barbershop quartet group, and I can post in the barbershop quartet room. The Music Man was good. I liked it. Unless this is me as a teacher. I think that was me as a teacher. I don't know why it keeps doing that. That's okay. We're mostly done with the student portal. I apologize for that. I know I'm running out of time rapidly. There's just so much to do. That's why I didn't have time to do too much. There are other things you can do. So if I'm talking, I can put in little emotions. So if I'm talking to Alina, I can say, Alina, you are the literal best ever. And I think this makes me very cute. I think that's a cute thing to say. Send it to Da. Wow, isn't that just adorable? So yeah, here I am. I can see my class progress. I can see the grades everybody has. I can see whether or not they've turned in their assignments, how well they did on their assignment, what badges I've given people. Now, obviously, I haven't given anybody any. Oh, here we go. Here's a dolphin badge. It is real. So I'm going to give everybody the dolphin badge. Now you all know. You all have the dolphin badge. So I know this was a little bit crazy. And fast. Rapid fire. But I hope that you all got a pretty good idea of all, like a very broad overview of all the sorts of things you can do with Edmodo. Obviously, there are a lot more things you can do. I totally recommend that if you're interested in Edmodo, you get involved with it. You figure it out for yourself. Again, it's 100% free. I think that's one of the coolest things about it. So, yeah, this is Edmodo. Thank you so much for enjoying and being a part of my class.